You may have seen at the end of many of our videos a list of our VIP members. Well, that's just a small portion of who actually supports us. And today, we'd like to thank each and every one of them.
Yeah, if you look over here, you're going to see a scrolling list of names. Now, this is our VIP club. You might say, well, what's the VIP club? Well, it's a lot of things. First, it is an online community of people who help support this channel. It is primarily two Facebook groups. One devoted to the brewing side and one devoted to the healthy living side, which you're going to see this video on both channels with some slight alterations to account for that. Like right now, I might be showing you a screenshot of the Facebook group itself. But if you're on the Brews channel, you're seeing the Brews VIP group. And if you're on the Healthy Living channel, you're seeing the Healthy Living group. And that's on purpose. We want you guys to understand that this is for you. You can be a member of both or either groups as a VIP. Once you sign up as a VIP, you're a VIP. Or in the name of Dan Durango, one of our more recent VIP members, you're a steadhead. We love that concept, the idea of being a steadhead, because we're steadheads too. We're not any different than anybody else within these groups, other than, we technically run them. But beyond that, we're members just like everybody else. There's all sorts of topics that come up. People ask questions, and everybody helps everyone else.
Yes, part of the benefit of being a member of the VIP group on Facebook is that not only do you have direct access to Brian and myself, but you have direct access to our moderators who are just as knowledgeable on these topics as we are, plus everybody else who's joined. So they can share their experiences, they can share their questions, and we can answer them, and you can learn from that as well.
Yeah, and we have a wide range of skill set and knowledge and experience and even time experienced in it. Like there's beekeepers in this group that, I don't know the first thing about beekeeping other than you put bees in a hive and you get honey from them eventually. That's really all I know. I know, simplified, right? But that's the gist. But there's people in there that could tell you every single thing you could ever want to know about beekeeping. There's people in there that specialize in beer. They know way more about beer than we do. There's other people that are into various aspects of brewing. And then you have our mods, like she said, that they all seem to have their own specialty that they really get into doing, and they're so good at it. And that's just the brew side. On the healthy living side, it's a whole other thing. Now you have your gardening. You have, I talk about the nutritional aspects and give a lot of recipes. Derica's starting to do some recipes too. And it's just all that kind of thing concentrated in one place. So if you're interested in brews, you go to the brewing group. If you're interested in healthy living, you go to the other one, or both, whichever way you want to do it. But exactly what do you get if you become a City Steading VIP or a steadhead? Well, I'm glad you asked, because what you get first is something that we've just started doing, and my hair is already falling. I can feel it. It just feels weird.
It wants to be free.
Yeah. It's just almost long enough, but it's not quite there yet, but it's getting there. Anyway, the first thing that you get is something that we just started doing recently, and this is called the Steadhead Vlog. What is the Steadhead Vlog? Well, it's kind of silly sometimes, and it's little videos, more informal, of Derica and myself, or one or the other, sometimes both, doing various things. Sometimes it's just showing you what we made for lunch that day. Sometimes it's showing you a storm out in our backyard. Other times it's going through a behind the scenes of something that we did. Recently, we did another video just for the VIPs that I'm not even going to tell you what it is because you're not a VIP, but if you joined, you'd find out. Things like that. And it's something that we generally do a couple of times a week. So you see a little bit more of these. We also share photos all the time, and both of us comment and react to comments and questions all the time. Now that's one perk of being a VIP.
Now, you may have noticed that the VIP section has different tiers, and Brian is going to go over that now on what you can expect to get by signing up on these different tiers.
Right. The different tiers are this. First, let me be clear. It is a monthly subscription. It's a recurring subscription. So if you cancel your subscription, we refund your last payment, and we wish you all the best, and we thank you for the support that you've given us up to that point. There is no harm. We don't judge anyone. There's none of that kind of thing going on.
And you are always welcome back.
You're always welcome back. And you know what? Just because you're not a VIP doesn't mean I'm never going to talk to you again. You can ask questions on the channel, and we still answer your questions. We're still doing the same thing. It's just, it's a little bit more focused effort for the VIP group than it is for the channel, for obvious reasons. But anyway, first level is the Rant Insider, and that is $5 a month. For $5 a month, you get access to the Steadhead Vlog, which we put in the group itself. It's also on the YouTube channel, but they're unlisted, so if you don't have the link, you can't see them. And second, you have, you have access to the group itself, which means the vast community that is the Steadheads or the City Steaders. And it gives you a community of like-minded people where you can share your experiences without being judged. There's no harshness there. There's no unkindness. Everybody is actually really, really cool. It's one of the best groups I've ever been involved in. It's just the nicest group of people you're ever likely to meet on internet, okay? On the internet in general. That is the Rant Insider level, and that's $5 a month. For the next step up, which is the back room level, and it's $10, you get all of that. Plus, you get access to our Zoom meetings. And these things are, well, among our City Steaders, they're kind of legendary. They're meant to be about 2 hours. They usually run 4 or 5. We try to do one every month, but when they run 5 hours, it gets a little bit rough to do one every single month. So usually we say they're like bi-monthly, every other month or so. And what it is literally Zoom meeting, okay? That means audio, video of us and you. We're all in equal standing. There's no moderator. There's no anything like that. Of course, it's my group. So if I want to mute you, I'm going to mute you. I only do that to some people and only
Kenny.
yeah. Well, only it's a joke. That's a joke. Okay. It's not meant to be mean at all.
No.
But what it is a great way for us all to get to know each other. There's so many people in these groups. And it's awesome when I start seeing people log in. I recognize them without seeing the name. I know their face. Think about that. These are people on the internet in other countries that I've never met. I know them by looking at them. If I saw them on the street, I would know them by name. That's what it means to be a VIP in the City Steading group. And the Zooms are phenomenal. We try to schedule them around the most convenient times for everybody. We do have one coming up for just the Euro time period, but most of them have been American time period because that's where we are. Yay! That's the back room level. Then the next up is the bejesus level. On the bejesus level, it's a little bit more money. It's $25 a month. But because you are now like the backbone of the supporters of this group, you are a significant support. We value you so much. You get your name put in the credits of our videos, which to me is kind of a cool thing. And apparently to them it is too, because that's the main difference between that and the back room. However, if a bejesus person asks me something, they might get a little bit preferential treatment over some of the other levels, just because, that's the way the world works. And we do try to treat all VIPs equally. There is no differentiation once you're in the group. That's one thing that's really important. It doesn't matter if you're a $5 member or a plaid member. Everybody looks the same in the group. Unless you look at the list at the end of our video, you don't know who's what. Okay? So there's that too. So there's some anonymity. Beyond the bejesus level, though, is those that have gone plaid. To those people, I tip my hat.
We salute you.
I mean, this is huge. It obviously means you believe in what we do and you want to be one of us. I know every single one of our plaid members personally, like not out of the internet, but I know them all personally. They've all spoken to me. We've chatted, we've talked, Zoom meetings, whatever. Just every single one. There's some that they've been plaid for years. Like since it happened, they've been plaid. And these people, man, we turn to them when we need advice on things like, hey, we're thinking of maybe doing this with the channel. What do you think? We do that with all of the Steadheads as well. We do ask. You'll get kind of input on things that might be upcoming. You definitely get to see things before other people do. Yeah. But anyway, the plaid. I can't even say enough. I can't thank these people enough because it's such a huge honor to me to have people want to support us in the way that all the City Steaders do. But to go plaid is to go above and beyond. And that's why they have their own page on our credits just for them to really highlight just what an investment and how much support they are giving us. And I mean, it's just a huge thing, to us. It's like humbling, it's hugely humbling to have this happen. That's another thing that's interesting that I didn't even mention is we just recently started doing this about 2 or 3 weeks ago, which is part of why we're doing this video too, to show you some of the new stuff. We are giving sneak peeks of all of our videos. Some of you have noticed that, hey, there's already comments on this video that just came out like 2 minutes ago. Or, wait a minute, that didn't come out 2 minutes ago, it came out 2 days ago.
And that's another thing that we do within the different VIP groups on Facebook is that the beginning of each week, I go through and list a calendar of events of what's going to come up on our channel. And then as soon as Brian has those videos ready, he goes ahead and shares them with the appropriate group so that way they can watch them before they're even released to the public.
Like, for instance, today is Tuesday. our VIPs got to see the video that came out today, I think Sunday?
I think so.
Friday, maybe? I don't know, something like that. And they got to see the video that's coming out on Friday yesterday. So they get to see these things just a few days ahead. Is it a huge deal? No, but it's cool, right? I mean, you get to be first. And that way, all these people that write first in the comments, well, it's probably going to be a VIP from now on. I'm really sorry, but that's just the way it is. But anyway, that's the gist of our VIP club. And that's how important it is to us. It also is hugely important to our channels because, as many of you know, this is how we earn a living. This is how we make a living. So we want to make everyone happy. We want to make the VIPs happy and make them knowledgeable and understand everything that's going on and give them access to us and to other people who can help them. And it's just bringing all of that together into one big community that is just helping each other to make brews or to make healthy food or grow their own food. It all depends really what you want to do, but it's all under the City Steading roof. So all those names that you saw over there, we want to give a huge thank you to all of you. And if you want to become one of those people, links in the description below, or it's city-steading.com/VIP-club. Very, very simple. And if you like this video, look up. There's another video up there. You might like that one too.